What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, I gotta have a discussion with somebody out there, man, because I'm trying to figure out where did the Zack Snyder toxic fandom come from? It seems like every time I turn around, somebody out here is making a new video talking about the toxic James Gunn fans. And I'm completely confused because to me, James Gunn is not that big where he has a toxic fandom. I can look at Zack Snyder and say that he has possibly a toxic fandom. There's still people out here to this day who still tweet out hashtag restore the Snyderverse or, talk shit about the James Gunn Superman movie. But I don't see that the other way around when it comes to people jumping on YouTubers who openly are dissecting and giving their opinions on the new Superman movie. I just don't see James Gunn with a toxic fandom. To me, when I look at James Gunn, he doesn't have that aura that Zack Snyder has. It's like Zack Snyder, because of Man of Steel, because of his Justice League, he has been built up so high. Almost like just like the top guy, the top figure. You know what I'm saying? But when I look at James Gunn, I don't see that. And I don't understand how so many people are jumping on this bandwagon saying that, oh, we're getting attacked by, the James Gunn toxic fandom. I don't see no James Gunn toxic fandom in the comment section of your videos. I see people that are agreeing with y'all, that are saying that the movie is going to suck, that are saying that, the whole crypto parts in the movie are probably going to be whack because of the recent clip of crypto in the new Superman movie. I see a lot of people saying how they don't like the new Superman suit. I am one of them. I see a lot of people saying how, this movie is just going to be bad. It's not going to make any money. How they should bring back Zack Snyder. How they should restore, Henry Cavill back as Superman. Where does the toxic fandom come in that all y'all are talking about? Because I do not see it. I think a lot of y'all are making this up just for views and clicks. Because like I said, I don't see no aura around James Gunn. Maybe I need to meet the man personally someday, but I just don't see no aura around this man that is making me think, oh snap, fans, are, jumping on his bandwagon and turning on the people, like just everyday people who watch these movies. I don't see that. I really want this Superman movie to work out. But like I said, I think it's the fact that there's so many people still attached to Zack Snyder. I think that is what's going to really hurt this movie. Because there's a lot of people who still want to see Henry Cavill as Superman, which, in a way I do too. But I've accepted the fact that he is no longer that guy. Zack Snyder came in with a new vision. Not Zack Snyder. James Gunn came in with a new vision, and he decided that he wants somebody else to take on the role of Superman. And it's not Henry Cavill. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way when a new sports owner takes over a new team, like Zaslav took over Warner Brothers. He hired James Gunn. This is basically the general manager who came in and cleaned up house and said that he's hiring the team that he wants, and that is a new Lois, a new Superman, a new Lex Luthor, and all the other actors who are going to be playing some of these characters. And a lot of y'all are out here hollering that this man has a toxic fandom. Excuse me, don't make me laugh. Because of the fact that, he has a new Superman movie dropping. Like I said, I don't see the aura around this man at all. I see it around Zack Snyder because this man's been built up so much over the last, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Probably ever since Man of Steel. Same thing with Henry Cavill. I don't see there's toxic fans around Henry Cavill. But there's people who are just so Henry Cavill obsessed that they want to see him continue on as the Man of Steel. And I've said it before. A lot of people need to let it go. Because if this movie bombs at the box office, we are not getting Henry Cavill. We are not getting Zack Snyder coming back through those doors to save the DCU. We are stuck with what we got. There's probably going to be some major overhaul, some restructuring that James Gunn is going to have to do. But at the end of the day, people are just going to have to suck it up and get over the fact that this is what we got now. You know what I'm saying? It is not the fans' fault that the DCU was trash. It is the old regime who ran the DCU that made the DCU into what it was. That poured all that money down the drain, thinking they were going to throw whatever they could find at the wall, get it to stick, and make it happen. Like I said, the biggest slap in the face was Ben Affleck's Batman and Henry Cavill's Superman, with the fact that those two should have been the greatest actors to play those characters alive. But unfortunately, because of the messed up roadmap, if that's what you want to call it, that the old regime had that ran Warner Brothers, we got crap after crap, one little piece of gold, crap after crap, one piece of gold. And now James Gunn is trying to but he's trying to restore the DC brand to its rightful place, and that's to the top. Because when Warner Brothers needs a win, the DC fans deserve a win. What else can I say? You know, Marvel has been kicking DC's butt for years, so much that they started kicking their own butt with all the bad decisions that they're making. I believe James Gunn can make a good Superman movie. Yes, I do have questions about why he is promoting crypto so damn hard. When it's a Superman movie, then we should be getting Superman up front and center and not crypto. But at the end of the day, we're just going to have to wait, cross our fingers, and say a prayer that the Superman movie is going to be something good. Because, like I said, if it's not, we're pretty much going to get a whole restructuring. Who knows? David Zaslav may say F it and decide to sell DC brand, because obviously if it's not making money, if it's not winning, things are only going to go bad to worse, and it will actually even worse than they already are for Warner Brothers, because as you can see, Warner Brothers is struggling. So hopefully this Superman movie is a winner. I believe all it has to do is make its money back. I don't believe, because of the fact that, you know, they haven't had a whole bunch of reshoots. They haven't had to pour endless money down the drain like the Captain America movie had. I believe this movie can be a winner. But right now, as of this video, I believe we need more than just an extended clip. We need a second trailer. We need better marketing. James Gunn, the team over there at Warner Brothers, wake up, smell the coffee. Market this movie as if y'all lives depend on it, because it does. Because if this movie doesn't work out, the toxic fandom is only going to grow, but I believe it's going to grow against James Gunn and not against the people who talk about these movies every day, because the movie failed at the box office. So y'all let me know in the comment section, what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think these toxic fandom the people speak of in their videos are real, or do you think they are just talking out of their neck and they're just doing what they can to get clicks and views? Post your comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Catch you on the next video.